head on over to the dark side and make these Darth Vader chocolate cookies. And by dark side, I mean dark chocolate. And they're vegan. And they're delicious. I always associate Christmas and Star Wars because as a kid, that's when I would get the bulk of all my Star Wars action figures. So as an adult, I think it only makes sense that every Christmas I make some sort of Star Wars themed Christmas cookie. This year I am making, say hot, nope. I am making my Darth Vader chocolate Christmas cookies. And I'm extra excited because I'm trying something new. I'm trying these Country Crock plant butter sticks made with almond oil. I generally use Earth Balance Buttery Sticks for pretty much all my baking, but hey, I saw that and I was like, it's vegan, let's add it to the baking list and we'll see if it works okay. So let's get cooking Darth Chocolate Vader cookies. One of the reasons I love this recipe so much is because there aren't really a ton of ingredients and it comes together pretty quickly. So I've got my vegan butter and it's completely softened. There you go. And then we're gonna add our powdered sugar, our cocoa, and then just a little bit of almond extract. You could add whatever extract you want. I'm going with the almond. And then we're gonna mix until it's all nice and fluffy. Oh goodness. Let's hope there's not a cloud of cocoa and sugar here. Ooh. Okay, so basically what you have here is chocolate buttercream. So sounds pretty delicious to me. Actually, see if I can get that stand up. Okay, so now the last two ingredients, we're gonna add a little bit of flour and then we're gonna add a little bit of cornstarch. I like the cornstarch because that just makes the cookie crumble nice and easy. And I love that texture of a shortbread when it's nice and crumbly. So add that in and then let's just mix until it's all combined. So that's what it looks like after just about a minute on the mixer. Pretty good. And I know it's not like a fully formed ball, but watch this. I mean, as soon as you put it onto a piece of cling wrap or a piece of plastic wrap, it just kind of comes together like that. This is such a great dough. I'm telling you, you're gonna really love working with this dough. See, I mean, it came together so easily. So what you do is I kind of just press it down, press it together like that. Get it into a little square because it's going to need to go in the fridge for a little bit. Let's see, there, that looks pretty good. I made a mess, of course. I'm sure you're a much neater cook than moi. I'm going to take another piece of little plastic wrap here and cover it up and then push it down a little bit more because once we refrigerate it, it's going to harden up and this will make it easier to roll out when we grab it out of the fridge. So into the fridge, I'd say about 30 minutes, but I am going somewhere. So I'm not gonna tackle this dough until much, much later. So it can stay in the fridge overnight if you needed to, or maybe even a little longer, but who can wait that long? There are chocolate cookies to be made. My mom and Santa Claus always wrapped all the presents, but for some reason, the year that I got my Darth Vader carrying case, he was not wrapped. So Christmas morning, I walk into the room, the tree is beautiful, there are presents everywhere, and there's Darth just standing out by himself, and I knew that's mine. I think I got my carrying case in like 80 or 81, something like that. And when you opened up the case, it had spaces for more than 30 of your action figures. So if you didn't have enough action figures to fill up your case, the first thing you did was run to your stocking and hope that you got some new figures that you could fill that thing up with. I do think I should mention that supposedly there was a C-3PO carrying case as well. I never saw it at a friend's house. I never saw it in the stores. And even though I still see it online sometimes today for sale, like on eBay, I still think it's a Star Wars urban legend. The only thing that's a little bit tricky about this dough is that it has to be the right temperature to roll it out and then punch out the cookies. And so you can see here what I've done is I've taken it out of the fridge and now I'm warming it back up a little bit with just the temperature of my hands. So I like it when it's almost like a Play-Doh consistency, but when I touch it, it's still cool. So it's still cool to the touch. Okay, so back onto the plastic wrap and then back on with the top layer to make things just easier when you're rolling it out. And we're not gonna roll it out too much because I like these cookies thick, because as you'll see, these are like punch out cookies. So I need it to be thick enough so that you can see the impression of Darth Vader. So that's pretty good. And I know that's a thick cookie, but you'll see what I mean. All right, so Darth Vader. I love this cookie cutter because it's one of these spring-loaded things. So you can see inside there's the Darth Vader face. And so I just put it down like this, push, there we go. And then I pop up like that. And then onto the tray, all I do is like push the spring thing. Hopefully it'll work right. Come on, baby. There it is, and it's there. Okay, so I'm even gonna chance it and I'll show you right there. Ta-da! Okay, let's finish punching these out, and then we'll put them into an oven at 350 degrees, I'd say for like 10 to 11 minutes. Ooh, I did another one. Look. Look how awesome Darth Vader looks. Love it. My kitchen smells like a chocolate factory right now, and it's just amazing. There are worse things, right? Okay, let's put these things to the test. First, let me say that I said it would take about 11 minutes for these to bake. These are extra thick. And I did that so I could get the little impression of Darth on there. So they took about 15. But if you do the normal like 1/4 of an inch thick and just make regular shapes, it should take about 11, 12, 13 minutes. 15 minutes if you want them thick like these. Okay, let's put these things to the test. Oh, so crumbly. Like a shortbread, which is basically what it is, which I love. And so chocolatey. Okay, everybody. Go and make these to celebrate Star Wars, celebrate Hanukkah, celebrate Christmas. But as always, may the Force be with you.